What's up, kids, and welcome to another topic. So, predictable lead flow is a really big, important issue. So, let me just say this about predictable lead flow. And the reason I bring this up is because it's a pretty common question in our group. And I think it's a really common question among all my other like digital marketing agency leader, consultant type friends. This honestly is something that comes up in all of our groups more than probably anything else. I would say the next most common question has to do with closing, and the next most common question usually has to do with hiring a virtual staff member, which I think is really fascinating that those the three big things that come up. If you're out there trolling, by the way, for a bunch of market information on what's important to talk about in your group, I think I just gave you the answers. For most of us, it's lead flow, closing sales, and then hiring a team member to help you get stuff done. Those are the things that come up most, which I think is super fascinating. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you guys. So just talk leads for a second. Okay, this is the reason I want to dive into this because this is so important. Once you crack the code on this, it'll really help you. Sam, what's up, dude? Awesome to see you. Lead flow is so important. It's like having a spigot on the wall. Okay. So you've got a garden, let's say that's your business. If you're doing done for you services, coaching, consulting, whatever it is you do, you're an expert. You got a garden here. You're nurturing this garden. That's your business, right? And you got to water that garden. It's got to have new leads coming in. So you have a spigot on the wall. Okay. The spigot on the wall controls the water flow coming to the hose. So you can turn your sprinklers on, stuff like that. Now, for most of us, when we start our agency, start consulting, one-on-one, done for you, whatever it is you do, for most of us, when we start the process, we actually are just relying on the weather, the rain. Okay. That's like getting a referral, a random referral. You do a great job for somebody and you get connected to a few other people, or you just simply shout out there and ask, hey, looking for a few referrals. Anybody got one? It's a random referral. If you're relying on that to grow your business, you're getting lucky. You're just getting lucky. You're just hanging around hoping it rains. You're planting seeds, doing the gardening work, building your business, but you're lucky if you're getting referrals. There's two ways to increase predictability, or 1,000 ways, but let's just really put these in big, broad categories. One is through more referrals. I use personally a script and a system to give myself very predictable high-end referrals. Okay. Referrals can come predictably. There's nothing wrong with referrals. They're the best thing ever. And they can be done predictably. That's having your hand on the spigot so you can control the flow of leads coming in. If you don't have a predictable way to control the flow of leads coming into your business, you simply don't have a business. You're just getting lucky. All right. The other way, so there's the referral way, right? Which you can do that very predictably with a script. It's like a sales script. You can ask for referrals in a very predictable way that gets it done. I do that. Learned it 10, 15 years ago, still use it all the time. The other way is by running some type of process that gets you organic or paid traffic, right? Out there in social media platforms, hanging out in other people's clubhouse rooms, showing that you're an expert, running ads or traffic, whatever it is. Those are all great things. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I think it's great. We do the same thing. That's really good. We run both processes, a very structured referral process and a very structured inbound paid/organic lead program. Okay. If you don't have that dialed in, then you don't have a business. I just want to stress that. And that's not taking a shot at anybody. I didn't used to have it dialed in for me either. And until you get that dialed in, you're always going to be wondering where the next sale's coming from, where's the next lead coming from. How do I overcome the hurdles of just predictability and making sure that I can grow my business the way I want to grow my business? I get it. That's real, right? That's how we all start. We've all been there. Okay. Let's talk about how to overcome that. This is where you're probably not going to like me very much by the end of this conversation because I'm about to tell you got to just do the hard work. All right. First of all, building a funnel that you copied from someone else that's not you and then running traffic to it is a way to spend money. All right. That's not a way to crack the code on predictable lead flow. Yes, if you have enough money and enough time, you will eventually tweak your funnel and your ads enough after copying someone else in a similar market that you think does a similar service as you. You'll eventually crack the code, but it will cost you a lot of time and money. All right. I've heard tons of success stories. Obviously, you have two about that process working, but I've also heard tons of success stories about Hollywood movie stars and country music stars. So if you want to go to LA or Nashville and play your guitar on the street corner and hope that you can get the acting class gig, or you can actually get a shot at opening for Taylor Swift, go for it. But it's a 1 in a million shot, right? They make awesome stories. It's just not the everyday path that actually gets results over and over again. What gets results over and over again, and once you see through the smoke, you realize, oh yeah, Chris is telling us the truth. And every coach teaches this. We teach this in all of our programs. Every coach out there teaches this. You got to do the work. You got to get out there in your community. You got to ask questions. You got to build relationships. You got to find out what's working, what's not working in the market that I serve, and how can I actually help these people grow? What can I do to make it work and make it happen for them? What are their problems? What solutions are looking for? You got to do the homework. Sam, awesome. The better the funnel, the more that will flow through it. Yep. Funnels create, a funnel's awesome. Sam, good point. The better the funnel, the more that will flow through it. You want funnels that traffic people through, but funnels only work. I have a funnel, right? You should. Why not? But the funnels only work because it's an automation of an organic process. So I honestly, I don't know of hardly any coaches, even funnel and traffic coaches, that don't say the same thing when you really understand what they're going for. You got to do that hard homework and get involved in social media groups on different platforms, making the phone calls, sending the emails, the text messages, jumping into private messages, whatever, and asking people, hey, you're in my market. Here's what I'm offering. Can I just pick your brain for 5 minutes? Can you just tell me the 5 things you're trying to overcome? What keeps you awake at night? What are you worried about in your business? You got to get those answers. Those answers are what help you create a real offer and make your information, your content, your offer, your sales pitch relevant to a specific market. Then once you start selling that offer in a real market setting, getting people on calls, offering it to them in an email, setting up a simple funnel. And when I say simple, I mean keep it simple until you know it's working and your messaging and everything's on point. Keep it simple, because it's the organic process of lead gen and making those connections happen that proves that your market wants your offer, because you figured out the middle spot, which is what they're really worried about and what they're really sweating over. Get that predictability, but you got to do it the hard way. All right. You really, really do. Or else you'll just simply come back and realize this is true after you spend a couple $1,000 on running ads to a new funnel that you hacked off of somebody else. I have nothing wrong with funnel hacking. Okay. I'm just going to be super clear about that. Some of the people in the communities that do a lot of funnel hacking have been nothing but the best to me. Some of my closest friends. I love that process. But here's the thing. Good funnel hacking is oriented around really strong connection and research to a market. Just because, for instance, if I use someone else's funnel who has a very similar market and a similar process as me and sells a similar solution, I can do that, but truly, my personality is different than their personality. They're not the same as me. I connect to you differently than another leader of another audience connects to you. My energy is different. My personality is different. My background's different. Who I am as a person is different. We all connect to our own place on the globe, and that's really cool. So make sure that you're getting out there and doing your own organic outreach, asking people the hard questions. What's really keeping them up? What's worrying them? What problems are they trying to solve? Like, if they could solve X problem, what would it be? And what would it mean to them if they could just fix that tomorrow? Flip a light switch on, fix the problem. Those kind of questions really help you understand who you're helping, who you're serving, and how to make sure you're reaching your market. Then you can automate, build funnels, build sales scripts, do whatever you want to around all that. Often we just simply get it all backwards, and we create the reverse of that. We go build a logo, pick a brand name. It's so fun to spend like 5 hours on, website hosting sites and just typing in brand names to see if we can find the right .com. I get it. We all own hundreds of domains. It's fine. It's fun. No big deal. But That doesn't generate leads. All right. Building a funnel over a weekend doesn't generate leads. Running traffic doesn't generate leads that will close necessarily. Understanding your market, though, and spending the time to go find real people in your market and ask them real questions, as awkward as it is, actually works. It gets you leads and it gets you opportunity. Every time I enter a new market, and I love entering new markets, right? We're entrepreneurs. That's what we love doing. I know it's painful, but it's fun. It's what we do. Every time I enter a new market and I do my initial research with my team and we ask real people what's really going on, it's really cool because not only do we understand, what's the real problem set and what's the solution we can offer, but it's surprising to me every time. I don't know why I'm still surprised. It's surprising to me every time that a strong percentage of the people that we reach out to just doing market research, asking what their real problem is and what they really want fixed, a strong percentage of those actually end up buying that product, that solution, that training, that done for you service, whatever, from us at the end of the ask. It might not be in the moment because we're letting them know, hey, we're building out a process, a done for you service, whatever, to solve your problem, right? What's keeping you up at night? What are you worried about? What if we could fix one thing for you to get you past something? You flip a switch and it would be done. What would it be? They tell us, and they're like, and they usually say something like, by the way, if you figure that one out, let me know. I'll definitely sign up. Oh, okay. I write that down. Well, cool. Give me a month, I'll let you know. Let's stay in touch. Okay. Sounds good. Let me know. They're skeptical. I get it. But we work to get that problem solved. And once we crack the code on it, it's amazing how many people can go back to and say, we did it. We cracked the code on it. Here's how it works. Here's what we're doing. Would you like us to take you through the process? And a lot of people say yes, because they know you took the time to do it right. Lowers a lot of skepticism, gives opportunity. Predictable lead flow. Having your hand on the spigot on that wall that's running the water to your garden so you can keep that thing going, keep your business going. You got to be in control of that piece of the action. That is the lifeblood to your business. Without predictable lead flow, you don't have a business. You're just getting lucky. So figure out predictable lead flow around referrals and a predictable process to get referrals, or around organic and paid traffic out there, just other traffic sources that are disconnected, relatively cold, coming into your sphere of influence. Either one of those works great. Do the work, though, to find out what people need. That's where it starts. Hope that helps, kids. You guys got this. You're experts. You know what you're doing. You do great work for people. You do it for them, or you advise them on how to do it. You train them, wherever your expertise leads you in your market. Do the work. Ask those hard questions. If you have questions about what questions we ask, lean in and ask questions. We have lots of question decks. We'll share whatever we can to make it work for you. Also, if you're trying to figure out how to get consistent lead flow coming from referrals, lean in, ask. Let's talk about that. Also, if you're trying to get leads coming in through organic or paid traffic, I'll tell you what we've done. It's not hard. It's not rocket science, but it's all based on automating an organic process that we know is there and we know works because we've done the homework. That homework really matters. All right, kids, that's it for today. Hope you'll have an awesome day. Get out there and crush it. We'll talk again soon. See y'all later.